Hey guys, Core here with a terrible lighting vlog for you today, straight from the basement. Um, this is my new channel, so a bit of an introduction to that. I've been wanting to make this channel for, I'd say, a couple months now, because honestly, on my main channel, and this is why there'll be periodic large hiatuses, hiati? I don't know. Uh, it's because, quite simply, it's like I don't have anything to say. I'm not one of those guys who watch a show and then it's like I instantly want to talk about it. It's only when that show is like actually seriously resonated with me on some sort of level. Like even with shows that I perhaps didn't enjoy, such as Johnny Bio, I still ended up doing a video on it because there were parts of it that I was really invested in, and there were aspects of it that I was genuinely like found very intriguing, and which made me want to talk about it. Whereas other shows, it's like I find it hard to make a review just for the sake of making it because I know it's gonna get uh, views because it's a show other people are watching. Like the only show I can think that I really did that with was the Trigger show that nobody remembers. That was like okay. Uh, the one about the people who get random superpowers. I can't even remember what it's called. I did a video on that, and it was basically just like, yeah, it's better than I expected, but not amazing. And that's, I think, was pretty much the general consensus. Maybe not better than they expected. Most people are just kind of like, it was alright. Nothing special. But it was really popular because it was Trigger, and it had cute characters and superpowers. It was like, so of course it was popular, and I did a video, and the video did alright. Actually, I think now it's gotten more traction than it did when I first put it out, like 2 years ago. Uh, but the thing is, like, I didn't really care about that show at all. The only reason I made it was, or even watch it, was for the purpose of making a video. Whereas other shows, it's like I've watched them and it's like I could make a video and it could be semi-successful, or like, people might watch it, but it's like, why? I don't care. Like I care about getting recognized, but I guess I'm just too lazy. I'm too lazy to talk about things that aren't actually self-motivating. I want to talk about shows when they genuinely motivate me. I'm sure, and I'm sure if I really grinded and I talked about shows that are popular, that I could get more subscribers, and I would like to uh, make my main channel become bigger. I think my goal is to get was at least was to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, which I don't know if is a feasible goal, but I'm hoping it should be. Uh, but it kind of all depends on how motivated I can keep myself, because I did put out a decent amount of videos in the span of a month, but as you can see, it's like, if you look at my channel, I did a video on Girlish Number, which of course is like quite successful of a video. Would be much more successful if the stupid company didn't take it down right as it was actually starting to get popular. And it was like, it had like a decent upvote ratio on Reddit and stuff. Like it could have like at least 500 views now, I bet, if it didn't get taken down. But now it's like kind of messed up the momentum of the video, and it's just stuck hovering around 300 views. But when I talk about things I'm passionate about, it's like that's not necessarily what other people are interested in. So Girlish Number was a rarity where it's like I watched it and there were actually a lot of stuff I wanted to say about the show right after watching it, or even during watching it. I was like, there were things popping into my head. And the same with Luluco, which I should format my thoughts into a more standard video, but I don't know. I feel like that show is like the feeling it evoked in me is one that can only be expressed through the ramblings of a crazy person. But even my AMV video did really, really shoddily, even though that was actually a topic I was genuinely, that is a topic I'm genuinely passionate about. Like, I really do care about AMVs. I think they're an underrated medium, and they have some great potential, but, not many people are in the market for AMV analysis. So, of course. But I don't know. I just don't feel motivated. And part of this is because I don't actually watch that much anime, believe it or not. Well, comparatively to other people, I've seen a lot. I've seen, I think, 200 something in the ballpark. I'll have to check my mail. It's hovering around 200, maybe under 150. Like 50 shows is a lot, but I genuinely cannot remember. But I think it's closer, more like 150, 130. But it's really not that much compared to a lot of other analytical YouTubers like Roger Smith or Digibro, Pedantic Romantic, pretty much all of them. They've seen so many shows, it's ridiculous. They spend pretty much all their free time watching anime, so thus they have a lot to say about it. But I don't really spend that much time watching anime. I didn't watch hardly any anime at all. I watched, like, during the time that I didn't make videos, I watched maybe, like, 2 anime. Total. Like, that's why I didn't make videos, because I wasn't watching anything. So I didn't have anything really to say. And that's kind of the problem, is I don't actually watch that much anime. I do love it, but it's just hard to find I don't know. I feel like it gets harder and harder to just sit down and watch something that's not like a 10-minute YouTube video or something that I'm really into. Like, I've been watching Samurai Champloo, and it's like most people would have finished that show way shorter time period than I started watching it like 2 weeks ago. I'm only like halfway through, because I'll watch it in bits, but then I won't watch it for days, and it won't bother me. I don't get like that. I don't feel the need to go watch an anime. I like anime. I enjoy it. I think it's a great, medium, the genre, whatever, subgenre, I think. I hate calling anime a genre, but I guess that's the only term that semi-fits it. And yeah, I don't know. I just don't, when I don't watch stuff, I don't make videos. And even if I do finish something, it takes me so long to finish a show that if it's not a show that I want to make a video on, well, as far as YouTubing goes, that's a lot of wasted time. Because I just watched the show and I'm like, I enjoyed it. But, I don't feel like I have anything new to say or anything worthwhile to say about it or to make about it. So it's like, well, why did I do that? And I would like to experiment with some content that's a little easier to make. I've been wanting to do sort of like reaction type videos where it's like while I'm watching it, but more heavily edited down for comedic effect. And I've also I've wanted to do podcasts, but honestly, podcasts just aren't a worthwhile endeavor. Like, they're fun to do, but nobody's watching them unless you actually have like a pretty significant following, like the procrastinators. Otherwise, it's like if you don't have, a lot of subscribers, nobody's watching them. I mean, even ProZD, who has a really fairly large channel, like, he does a podcast and it'll get like a couple thousand views, and that's it. Of course, it is partially because his podcast is so separate from his normal type of content, but just in general, podcasts don't get as many views, and especially if you're small and nobody really cares to watch you ramble for an hour without any interesting visuals or anything like that, unless you have, noteworthy people in your on your show. So, kind of a waste of time. And but another thing I'm thinking about doing is this thing called One Volume Review, where basically I'll purchase one volume of a manga or light novel and then review it. And that's pretty much it. And I wanted to do this. I wanted to do something that involved more live action, like actual, like could have skits and actual acting, because I am interested in doing stuff along that line, but it's like I don't have any fellow creatives. Like all my friends are great people and everything, but they're not like creatives in, at least in my sense. Like they're not going to be making YouTube videos. I have like I guess I have like one friend who does something sort of like that, but even then it's not really the same. So it's hard to do stuff like that. I want to do collaborations, and I'd love to do like skits and things with other people, but I don't. I don't have a clique of that sort. Um, Other than that, I've just been pretty busy. Not even. See, I'm busy is an exaggeration. I'm busy wasting my time, and then all the crunch time that I have to actually use my time properly, I'm using for other things. Uh, and I need to get a job soon. My parents are beginning to get on my back about working, unfortunately, and well, that's gonna have to happen. I really want to be able to work with art in some way. In case you didn't know, well, you probably didn't. You almost certainly didn't know, unless you stalked me on like I don't know some Discord chat. Um, I am this fall. I'm going to college for music performance on the viola, and so over this period of time, I'm gonna be just practicing and honing my craft and stuff. And I want to be able to play and make money off of it. I don't know, gigs, busking, which means like playing on the street, something to make a money to the point where I could consider it a job and not have to actually work. Because I don't know, the thought of working your standard desk job, bagging groceries or something like that, just the thought of it makes me honestly makes me want to blow my brains out. I'm like, I want so badly to just suddenly make my YouTube career blow up so that I can be getting, I don't know, like $400 a month on Patreon, or like even if I was getting like 200 or something or 100, I could still say to the point where, look, this is something that's growing and is, a worthwhile enough source of income to, justify trying to build it up. But I'm not good enough. I just feel like I'm not good enough. That's a subject for another vlog, though. This is going on way too long, but, it feels good to ramble a little bit. So, hopefully you'll stick around for more pacing around this one room and hearing my insanity.